record this. Okay, so this is not gonna hopefully be long, but I say that every single time. So this Zoom is for those of you who are trying to maintain rank this month or trying to promote or prepare yourself for a promotion in January. So I'm gonna just go over a couple things. And you guys can ask questions after you watch this or whatever. So first, just to clear the air here, I feel like a lot of times I hear like, I don't have time to get out 80 messages a day. I don't have time to get out 50 messages a day. I don't have time to get out 100 messages a day. I don't have time to work my business. And I'm not saying that you're lying, because I totally get that. Because when I first joined, I was working 2 jobs 6 days a week. I wasn't married yet, but I was very overwhelmed and stressed out. The job that I had, I was a communications director. So I was bringing home work with me, and I had deadlines like every single day, and then I was waitressing weekends. And so I was working 2 jobs on top of doing this, and I was still able to find ways to get my messages out throughout the day and follow throughout the day and follow up and post and everything. So saying that you don't have time is only limiting yourself. If you say you don't have time, then you believe you don't have time, and you won't have time. You won't make time for something if it's not important to you. So if this business is important to you, if you have goals and dreams that you want to accomplish with this business, if you want to quit a job or work less hours or do this full time or pay off stuff or go on vacations or whatever, saying you don't have time to get stuff done is mentally telling yourself you don't have time. So number one, just starting the Zoom off right. Stop telling yourself you don't have time. Stop telling your leader you don't have time. Make the time. I'm going to be hard on you guys because I love you and your leaders. And if you don't make the time to get out your 80 to 100 messages a day and set up your Captivate to follow 500 to 1,000 or manually follow people throughout the day, if you don't make time to live post, if you don't make time to add slides to your Insta story, how do you expect your team to do the same? How do you expect the new people that you bring on your team to have the same work ethic as you? You can't expect something of your team and wonder why, oh my gosh, everybody's quitting under me, or oh my gosh, my team is not working or my team's not enrolling. Yes, we all have distributors that sign up and they don't work and they quit. That's totally normal. Like, you're going to have a select few that really stick with this. But if you have people on your team that aren't working and you feel like you and your whole team are not enrolling and there's no momentum going, you have to look at yourself and say, am I like making excuses and saying, oh, I'll just enroll tomorrow? Oh, I didn't get any today. That's okay. I'll just get 2 tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, oh, I didn't enroll today. I'll just get 3 tomorrow. Are you making excuses and saying that you don't have time for your business and just pushing it off? Or are you creating time? So that's so huge. If you're trying to maintain or promote or prepare yourself to promote so that you're not stressing in January for your promotion, if you have to work this month like you are promoting. Even if you're not promoting, you should work every month like you're promoting, especially this month, because guys, January is boom season. Your inbox will be flooding with DMs. It's the day after Christmas it starts. I mean, I'm still enrolling every day this month with people that are preparing themselves for Christmas, like knowing they're going to eat crappy or whatever. But January is boom season. They're going to bring on the bonuses early in January for, conference. They always or even if they don't announce them in January, in February for conference, It's always this way. Whoever promotes in January gets any bonuses that they announce in February. So if you're trying to promote in January and you're working your business like it's just a hobby on the side, like you don't care, like whatever happens, then you're not going to promote in January, or you're not going to promote this month, and you're not going to maintain this month. So stop saying you don't have time and make the time. If you have time to share videos on social media and post about stuff on social media, that's not even It Works related, you have time to get your messages out. You have time to follow up. You have time to do your charts. You have time to check in with your team. If you have time to sit and watch Netflix or TV, you have time to work your business. Working your business doesn't mean I have to be secluded in a room by myself, stare at my phone for 5 hours to get my messages out. Working your business is bringing your phone wherever. It's, yeah, I have a busy lifestyle, but if I find 60 seconds, I'm going to get 3 messages out. And that's what's important. It's not getting exactly 10 out every single hour. It's, yeah, I work, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm busy, I'm in college, but I'm going to find free minutes throughout the day to get my messages out on my lunch break. When I'm on the toilet in the bathroom at work, I'm going to pull out my phone and send 5 messages. It's that simple. I know that's crazy, but literally that's what I had to do when I waitressed. Like people ask me, how did you promote to Ruby your first 30 days when you were waitressing and working office job if you couldn't have your phone out? Because I made the time. I didn't sit there and say, oh my gosh, this sucks, I'm so overwhelmed, I have no time. I was like, I'm just going to make it. I'm just going to make it work, because I don't want to live this way for the rest of my life. So make sure you're using this business as what it's meant to be, a anywhere you go kind of business. Find those moments throughout the day. If you have a free minute, if you're sitting doing nothing, try to think, oh my gosh, I could send out a message right now, So another thing is, again, if you're struggling to get messages out and you're a leader and you're at least, I would say wait till you go Ruby for this, but if you're at least a Ruby or above, you should think about getting a second Instagram, making a second Instagram account. This has changed my business because I can get 100 messages out in 5 hours instead of 100 messages in 10 hours, So I made a second Instagram. I post the same stuff on both, same Insta stories, same pictures. I just follow from the East and the West on one Instagram and the North and the South on the other. I target colleges from opposite ends or alumni groups or whatever, and that way you're not following the same people. But if you're struggling to get your messages out, and I've told a lot of you this, I'm telling you, I'm not BSing, it changed my business, because I'm able to not feel like I'm messaging all day long because I'm using both Instagram. So if you're a Ruby and above leader, I would consider getting a second Instagram. That way you can get more done throughout the day. So let's see here. Another thing I want to touch up on, if you are trying to promote this month or even maintain, if you're a leader and you want to get the Ruby bonus this month, or the Emerald or the Diamond, or even if you're just trying to maintain, going off of the I don't have time thing, I know this is going to irritate some of you, because when my leader told me this, I was like, no. If you are working a job, okay, and you get home at 6 o'clock and you make dinner and everything else, and you're struggling to get your messages out and you haven't signed anybody, and you go to bed by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock and you haven't signed anybody, and you're just like, oh, I'm just going to push it off next month. If you're promoting this month, girl, it is do or die. You're either going to have to be all in 100% or just don't do it. Promotion months are hardcore. You are sacrificing sleep, okay? You are staying up till 1 a.m., midnight, 1 a.m. until you get a customer, until you get your goal volume for the day. If you're not willing to sacrifice sleep, or if you're like, I can't go to bed at midnight or 1 in the morning. Okay. If you're not willing to go to bed late or get up a couple hours earlier so you can get your work done and make sure that you're guaranteed an enrollment, because remember, this is a numbers game. If you're messaging 100 people a day, like 80 to 100, you're guaranteed a customer if your wording is correct, if you're doing the right wording and sending result pictures and upselling or offering a cheaper product or whatever. Like, it's going to flow. Yeah, you're going to have 1 or 2 days where you don't enroll, but it's a numbers game. If you're getting 100 messages out, 80 to 100, you're guaranteed a customer, you know? So if you're not willing to sacrifice sleep or get up early in the morning, then this is not, like, you're not giving it 100%. Promoting means I'm giving it 100%. I'm doing anything it takes to promote, get this pay raise, get this bonus for my family, for myself, for whatever. So make sure, like, sit down and like really analyze and say, like, am I really 100% in this? Because promotions are do or die. You have to be all in or nothing. So make sure that you guys are massively following up this month. You know, the $20 codes expire next week. So make sure that you are following up with potential distributors. I have a couple good follow-up messages if you need them. You know, make sure you're like, be personal, like text them your story. Like, hey, I know you're scared. I was too. Here's my story and here's where I am now. You know, all of you on here have gotten great paychecks before, you know, and, you know, whether you've gotten a 3-figure or a 4-figure check, share that with them. Get so personal. Like, you could even send them a picture of your highest check with your story and be like, this business is changing my life. If you send somebody a picture of your highest check and your story, whether you send them like a voice text with your highest check or just type out your story, I'm telling you, when they see that number, they're going to be like, okay, she ain't lying. She really does make that, you know? So, it says my internet's unstable. Can you guys still hear me? Can you hear me? You can? Okay. It said my internet was unstable. Okay. So, like I said, send your potential distributors a picture of your highest check you've ever gotten and your story, and use that as a follow-up. Like, hey, I know you're scared. I was too, but here's my story. Here's my highest check. This business is changing my life. You know, use it as a follow-up. Same with your results, guys. Okay. If you guys have personal results from the products, it's another great follow-up. Send a picture of your personal results to somebody who's trying to lose weight and hasn't signed on, whether you follow up with them. If you follow up with this person 5 times and they haven't even replied, I don't care. Do this. Okay. Send a picture of your results. You can send a voice text or regular text and be like, hey girl, I know you're unsure about investing in your health with these products, but I want to tell you why it's worth it. You know, I use this, this, and this. I felt really bad about myself. I felt really unhealthy and sluggish. And I just hit a point where enough was enough. And I really wanted to change in my body and my lifestyle. And bam, 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 here's my results, blah, blah, blah. So visuals are so great with follow-ups. So make sure, you know, that's why, again, it is so important that if you're promoting, okay, if you are promoting or maintaining or a leader and you are moving your customers and you're fast starting your girls, if you are a leader in general and you don't have 150 PBV under you, if you don't have 150 PBV under you from customers that you have, am I still breaking up? Am I still frozen? I'm good. Oh my gosh. That's why as a leader, if you don't have 150 PBV under you, and you don't have your own results and you're not passionate about certain products, people are going to read right through you that you don't use the products because you're not passionate about it. You know, when I'm talking to people, they know I'm passionate about products. I use exclamation points and emojis and I'm like so excited and bold print words. And I tell people what I love and what I personally saw results from. So that's why, again, it's so important. If you don't have 150 PPV under you and you're promoting or a leader and you're moving all your customers, number one, to be commission qualified, and number two, to get your own results, you have to run an auto ship. An ADBV auto ship, we get paid off of it. You know, you're going to be using those products on yourself and getting your own results, whatever products you pick. And then you're going to be passionate about it, and you can use your own results to seal the deal. And on top of that, you can use extra product that you have to upsell. You know, if somebody buys this, this, and this, you're going to send them this. So, you know, you can't have a business and not use what you sell. It would be silly. You know, it's like if you work at a clothing store and you don't even wear anything that you sell, people are going to be like, oh, why doesn't she like wear her clothes, you know? Or like you go to a hairdresser and their hair looks like crap and you're like, ugh, I wonder if she really does a good job, you know? Like you have to use what you sell. So again, that's really, really important. Another thing, make sure you're updating your chart daily, or at least like every 3 days. That way you can keep up with the volume and know who you have to fast start, who is where. It'll get you excited and it'll keep you in the right mindset. If you don't know how to update volume, then you need to just come to me and I'll show you. But it's really important. I'm breaking up again. I think I'm frozen.
We can't hear you. No.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was saying it's my computer. For some reason, the connection is so bad, but I can't record off my phone. So anywho, I was just talking about charts. So make sure you're updating your charts. It'll get you excited in the right mindset. Teaching your girls how to update their charts. Get your 400 boxes excited about it going executive. You know, like get your boxes excited about promoting. Even if a 400 box is not anything but a 400 box on your ruby, emerald, or diamond chart, get them excited about promoting. Get them an executive chart. You know, send them an executive chart. Say, hey, do you want to know how to promote to executive? I'd love to help you. You get a pay raise, blah, blah, blah. Get your 400 boxes excited, because I'm going to tell you right now, the leaders you have now are not always going to be the leaders on your chart. Whoever's your executive on your ruby might not even be here in a couple of months. Whoever your rubies on your emerald, or your emerald on your diamond, or your diamond on your double, like people change and not everybody's going to stay with it. So you always want your 400 boxes to be growing and excited. You know, and again, make sure you're enrolling new distributors. When you're enrolling fresh new people, your volume's going to go up like crazy, because they're going to be getting their 4 customers for their shopping spree, and that's going to help your volume on your chart. Let's see here. If people are telling you, like if somebody absolutely cannot afford to buy a product on the spot, ask them what day they can order and write it down. And then say, in the meantime, I'd love to offer you a free product. If you're interested, all you have to do is put up a cute post on your Facebook page. And if anybody orders from the post I give you, you'll get a free product, as well as the discount on the day I have written down for you to order. So you're turning these potentials that are giving you a day that they can order, and you're offering them an opportunity to get a free product because they can't afford one right now anyways, and it might turn into multiple customers. So got 3 potentials from host to post. Yeah, like definitely do it. The cleanse and the coffee are like the #1 products to do for host to post. So make sure your girls are doing that too. You know, turn people that say they can't order yet into a host to post, so you can at least get potentials off of that. And yeah, I mean, that's really it, guys. I mean, you guys know what you need to do to work your business. It's just like tough love here. There came a point in my business where Nyara had to look at me and say, are you really working to your fullest potential? If you're telling me, Gabby, that you're not enrolling, and your volume's low, or you're scared you're not going to maintain, or you're scared you're not going to promote, or this one's not working, or, whatever, it's really like, you have to really look at yourself and say, am I really working? Am I really using my time wisely? Another thing too, and like, I know this is a touchy subject, but we all have stuff going on in our personal lives. We all do, no matter what age or where we are in our lives. And it is what is so important. And I have so had to learn this in my business in the past 2 years. What is so important is that you don't let whatever's going on in your personal life affect your business, because you couldn't do that with a real job anyways. And that's when it comes down to treating this like an actual legitimate business, like it is. If you have a bad day, you can't keep calling out to work, when you're PMSing or you're having a bad day, or you and your significant other get in a fight, or your kid is acting up, or, like you're just not in the mood, like what if you called your boss and you're like, hey, I'm just not in the mood to come in today, so I'm just not going to work, and then the next month comes and you're looking back at your paychecks and you're like, why didn't I get paid? Like, why is my paycheck lower? Like your boss will look at you and be like, you didn't feel like working and you didn't work. So, and that's the same thing with your business. Like you can't not work because you don't feel like it and then wonder why you're not progressing or growing or getting more money. So don't work on a feel basis. Work on a I have to no matter what basis, a do or die thing. Again, like I said in the beginning. So don't let your personal life get in the way, as hard as that is. This business is supposed to make your life better in the long run. Work hard now so that you can rest later. You know what I'm saying? So that's really it. Just what you have to do, and don't be lazy and don't make excuses, and just do it. Just make up your mind that you're going to do it no matter what, and you're going to get it done, and you will get it done, and this business will change your life. Like I said, my first paycheck was $36. 10 months in, I was making a diamond paycheck, between $1,500 and $2,000. And then this, a year and a half in, I got a $4,100 paycheck, and then last month I brought in like $5,200. Like it's insane, guys. Like this business is insane. I could have never made this money with my college degree. I was bringing in $1,800 a month. So, like I said, just get it done. So, I have to go spend some time with Connor, because I haven't hung out with him all day. So we're going to watch a movie, but I will be on my phone the whole time. So as I'm catching up on my messages and everything, just feel free to text me. If you guys, again, this was recorded, but if you guys, after you watch this, decide that you want to get on a one-on-one call and you want me to like talk with you one-on-one, we can do that too. But you have time to make this your best month ever. So don't say you're going to wait till next month. Like, just get it done. So I hope this helped you guys, and have a great night.